Deaths in Sports, Part 2. In over 100 years of NFL history, thousands of players have been carried off on stretchers, but only one man has ever died on the field during a game. His name was Chuck Hughes. And the most shocking part of his story? It's not how he died, it's that the NFL finished the game even though it was already decided. Chuck Hughes was a 28-year-old wide receiver for the Detroit Lions. He was a tough-as-nails Texan who lived for the game. But leading up to the 24th of October 1971, something was wrong. He had collapsed in the locker room during a preseason game months earlier. Doctors thought it was a bruised spleen or acid reflux. Chuck himself told his family the chest pains weren't that bad. He was cleared to play. It would be the most fatal misdiagnosis in sports history. It was the fourth quarter. The Lions were down 28-23 against the Chicago Bears. With only 62 seconds left, Chuck caught a 32-yard pass to put the Lions in scoring position. He took a massive hit, but he got up and headed back to the huddle. On the very next play, Chuck ran a decoy route. As he was jogging back, he suddenly clutched his chest and collapsed face first on the 20-yard line. He began to convulse. Legendary Bears linebacker Dick Butkus was the closest person to him. Butkus, known as the meanest man in football, took one look at Chuck and began frantically waving his arms at the Lions' sideline. He knew this wasn't a football injury. This was a man losing his life. As doctors performed CPR in front of 54,000 silent fans, an ambulance drove onto the grass. Chuck was loaded inside and rushed to the hospital. But here is the part that feels impossible today. The referees didn't cancel the game. There were 62 seconds left on the clock. The players were told to keep playing. For the final minute of the game, the stadium was a ghost town. No cheering, no music, just the sound of pads clashing while a teammate was being pronounced dead at the hospital nearby. Chuck Hughes left behind a widow and a 2-year-old son. To this day, the Detroit Lions have never officially re-retired his number 85, though it is rarely worn. When Damar Hamlin collapsed in 2023, the world stopped because of what happened to Chuck Hughes. We learned that the game isn't more important than the life. Chuck remains the only NFL player to die on the turf. A grim reminder that playing through the pain can sometimes cost everything. Do you think the NFL was wrong to finish that game in 1971? Or was it just a different era? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more untold sports history. This is ASED. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.